I almost feel like I should be getting a spa treatment while that was playing. Good morning. It is an epic day. Oh, you guys like my dad jokes, and I'm not a dad.
Dog dad.
I'm a dog dad, and I am joined by other opinions that want to make themselves known. Ladies and gentlemen, in the car, theme park producer, web producer extraordinaire, Haley. Welcome in the truck, ma'am.
Thank you.
And the clapper in the back. We got Ezzy Castro with us this morning, also for the ride.
Thumb up.
Thumbs up. You can see her back there.
Can you? I don't know.
Yes, but today we are talking construction, guys. Haley, what is this mess right here? My gosh.
This would be the Kirkman Road Extension Project.
And this is why you're in the truck with us today. You were talking, oddly, construction with us.
I feel odd schooling the traffic expert.
Right? Just a little bit. But this is crazy. Carrier drive under complete reface. But it's not like this is just an ordinary traffic enhancement of some type. There's a reason this is happening.
Yes, I mean, it all impacts Epic, and Epic impacts everything else. So
you guys know, we're talking about Epic Universe, not just being epic in general. Right?
Yes, Universal's fourth theme park. It's safe to say we are less than a year away from its opening, which is hard to believe considering we had, go through COVID, and it's just, the fact that it is basically within arm's reach is wild. The fact,
And I think what's different about this theme park is it's not technically on the same property. Mm-hmm. So they've had to, yes, it is Universal Orlando owned, but this is Epic Universe, just like Animal Kingdom is different from Magic Kingdom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But this is separated, and now they have to, in theory, connect the parks to each other.
Yes, and that's a big question going into this was, where is it?
Right.
Where is Epic Universe? I thought a lot of people ask me that, besides when is it opening, what are ticket prices going to be like? That is a big question going into next year, or right now, is where is it? And to answer that question, if you're traveling from the main campus of Universal Orlando Resort, it's roughly 5 miles south.
Okay.
So
in theory, it's pretty close to where the other park is, and the way that they're building this currently, it's almost like you're never going to know you left the park.
Yes.
Now, you had some opportunity to take some, to get some footage from Universal Orlando.
Or it was Sky 6.
From Sky 6, exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Sky 6 was able to fly over this area on Friday, and I was mind blown. Look at this, what's happening here.
Yeah.
This alone looks like a ride itself.
Yes.
So first thing I look at this, I thought it was a structure, but it's infrastructure that's going to be the first elevated roundabout. Talk to me a little bit about what we're seeing here.
I know, to hear you say that. So I mean, this is going to be what even Universal leaders were saying. It's going to be a feature landmark of this new extension. It's just north of Universal Boulevard, which technically this is where Kirkman will connect with. Or I should say Kirkman is going to connect with Universal, and then that roundabout is going to be just north of that, between the two sister hotels, and then Epic Universe.
So I think for other people that may not know your north and south, because I've learned that working with news folks, that they are normal and I am the not normal one. So if you are familiar with Universal Boulevard, look at it from a big picture sense, and John Young Parkway and Sand Lake. Draw yourself a little box right there. So John Young or Universal, and then Sand Lake, and it's right in between all of that down there. North of the Rosen, east of NYPD Pizza, giving you a little bit of places here, the Park Apartments. But to show you, to make it better, we're actually going to drive right now and show you where this is at. But Haley, looking at this is going to be crazy. So you guys, so you understand what's happening, this will be a normal roadway that will include traffic, but have designated bus lanes for specifically, not for links, not for for Universal
Yes.
Orlando to get back and forth.
Yes, and that's been a big question too. Is like, well, can I, if I'm staying on resort property, will I have access to complimentary transportation? Absolutely. Universal's not going to leave you hanging.
Right. Can you imagine you're at one park and then they're like, well, you got to leave, go pay for parking somewhere else and figure it out.
Yeah.
You have Endless Summer on the other side. So
Right.
that's still a stretch from there to going to Epic. So.
Yes.
So these 2 new hotels that are going up, what do you know about them?
I mean, they like the whole theme of Epic Universe. It's going to be such a big cosmic theme.
Okay.
So, and they look beautiful on the outside. I think when I was listening to their Discover Universal podcast, they were talking about just like the intricate detail on all the tiles that are going in. So
you're educating me along this because I'm going to be very transparent. I know nothing about Epic Universe. I have not done my homework about it. I just know there's another amazing theme park coming.
That's all you
and that's all you really need to know as a Floridian. Just I'm going to go to a park.
Yeah.
But the theme is universe. It is just extraordinary.
Yes.
It's
Astronomy.
Astronomy.
Yes.
No limits. Just keep going.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, really.
What can we expect from this theme park specifically? Anything unique about it that won't be anywhere else?
I mean, they're calling it the most immersive yet of any theme park. So,
I'm all about an immersive experience. Anytime your smells and interactions and stuff like that, I think that's going to be pretty cool. And now over at clickorlando.com, you wrote a story.
I did. That was today's article, I think. Yes.
And you include everything in there that you need to know, different things, all the different lands, different sections of the theme park that's coming. And you've got that, the newsletter also. Plug your newsletter.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Every Friday, I always like to put my voice into our theme park coverage. You know, you don't only get all the news, but I like to add my flair to it.
There you go.
So, yes, it's In the Loop Theme Park Scoops. Go to clickorlando.com/themeparks. Or excuse me, /newsletters.
I was about to say, don't send them to the wrong spot.
Well, I mean, theme parks will get that too, but yes, to get it all condensed into one every week, that way you can catch up on everything. That's really what.
There's a lot of good info there too, because you guys had great info when Blue Man came out.
Yes,
Blue
which
Man
we're about to
hopped up
pass.
Yep, Blue Man hopped up quick as he was out here. Yep,
Yeah.
I came out because I remember going to Blue Man as a kid. When they were at City Walk. And it was the coolest experience. So many people are like, well, how do you describe Blue Man? Again, immersive. It is just last thing you're expecting from some type of performance like that.
Let's show your age. What was there before Blue Man?
Disney Quest?
No.
No?
Not on Universal.
No, not on Universal. Oh my gosh.
Nickelodeon Studios.
Yes, Nickelodeon. My bad. I knew that was there. But Disney Quest shows my age too.
I know that does.
That's another
Which
age.
I do miss. Bring it back.
Bring back that. All right, so Haley, we are on now Universal Boulevard. We're south of Sand Lake here. For reference, Icon Park to our right-hand side, Lockheed Martin to our left-hand side. We are southbound. And it takes a little bit to get to that Universal side. So this is that 5 miles that they're talking about. That's probably a 15-minute little bus ride of something like that. That's going to end up getting you all the way that way. But if you guys are looking on the camera right now, far left of your screen, you're going to see the convention center. We are going to continue southbound and pass the convention center. We're going to pass Top Golf. I'm saying this stuff to give you guys the mental reference of where we are driving right now. So like off to the right, technically, would be International Drive. Is on the other side there. We're passing Point Orlando here in a moment. So what scares me out here, Haley?
What's that?
There's still more space.
Yes.
So why are you excited? What do you know?
Well, and that's and, you know, Universal, this whole development is 750 acres. The park itself is more like 500 acres. It's on one parcel of land.
Wow.
So that means
there's other parcels.
Other parcels still. Now, yes.
And they're owned by Universal.
By Universal.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, yeah. And then you mentioned Orange County Convention Center, and the convention center is going to play such a key part again in this development because someday they want to have Sunrail connect to have a potential stop here.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
You know, that's part of the whole...
I'd be okay if Sunrail ran on the weekends, too.
Yeah.
Maybe a sporting event that they want us to go to? Maybe?
Maybe.
That would help
That would
out?
help, yeah, a little bit.
Welcome to my truck, Haley, where I make things extremely tense and awkward. She's looking at me like, shut up, Steve.
I mean, it's
All right, this is part of your construction we're talking
Yes,
about.
yes.
So this is
Up.
now
And look what we have ahead of us.
a huge oh, whoa! I didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen that either.
Did
Yeah.
you guys notice that huge building on camera that was never been there before? So this is one of the new hotels.
So we're getting close to the elevated circle.
Yes. Yeah. that
Oh
which
my
is just
gosh.
north. Yeah.
That is gorgeous.
Isn't it pretty?
So you can see here they have the intersection shut down out here off of Universal Boulevard to Concourse C. I am looking for that elevation off into the distance somewhere. It's out there. I know it is.
Am I saying it right? Elevated circle.
Yes, that's
Yes.
perfect. So, but if you're looking here now too, the construction out here is pretty
cool.
tense. It is beautiful.
This is beautiful.
My,
It's like a cruise.
it does look like
It
a
does.
cruise ship out
Yeah. Yeah. And just look at, like I was saying, look at those tiles.
there. So there's the elevated.
Is it over
That's
there?
There it
the one
is,
that's-
right there to my left. You see it?
Yep. Yep.
Right over there. So we're going to try to make a U-turn, guys, because everyone in this truck's getting really excited that we get to see elevated travel lanes. So we're super stoked about
Coming
that.
up in a theme park that's not open, and
Yeah.
we're like, yay, we're here.
So our little reference, we're now at on Universal Boulevard. We're one block north of Destination Parkway, giving you guys a kind of your cross streets of where we're at, south of the convention center on Universal Boulevard, just north of Destination Parkway. We're now turning around and we're going to head north now on Universal Boulevard, and you guys can see how colorful those buildings are. Absolutely stunning right there on camera, off into the distance. This is a heavy construction site, though.
Terra
This is
Luna
massive.
and Stella Nova.
Terra Luna and Stella Nova. I like it.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I think it's going to be very difficult for us to pull into here, but I'm going to try. The worst thing they're going to say is
And then,
no.
Haley, that big resort, I forgot the name of it, but that's the one that's in the theme.
Yes, Helios Grand
Helios.
Hotel.
Helios. So Helios, that
So
is
this
gonna be
is,
very
there it
interesting.
is, guys. Off into the distance. I'm a little nervous to keep going because it is a closed construction site. So we're just going to hang.
I think
Right
that's
here.
perfect. Plus, yeah, we're seeing a lot.
But right here, no one has seen this yet, what we're seeing here. You've got, do you know which one's which? Because they both look the same.
yeah.
That's like Endless Summer.
You know what?
They
And
all
I
look-
Right,
and I
right?
looked at a map. I believe that one is Terra Luna. And this
So the
is
one to
Stella
our
Nova.
right here is Stella Luna. What was it?
That one. This one is Terra Luna.
Terra Luna.
bel-
And
yeah.
then this one right here.
It's Stella Nova. I'm sorry.
Stella Nova.
Yeah, yeah.
Stella Nova
So-
and Universal Terra Luna.
I just think of it as star moon.
Okay, that's a good way to
Yeah.
I'm going to get my confidence up here just a little bit.
Ooh.
Can I ask a question? So, for people that, I mean, the elevated circle.
Look at that thing.
that's-
That is crazy out there in the distance.
That's pretty cool. Like, as a traffic expert, is this going to be good as far as like the congestion in this area? Obviously, we're going to have more cars. We're going to have more tourists. We're going to have buses. I mean, I think maybe this is something that we can potentially see in the future around Orlando. Maybe this is like a guinea pig.
That
of,
is such a
Yeah.
good question, because at most time we say, oh, is it going to help? Is it going to help?
Yeah.
And we're never sure if it's going to help.
Right.
This, to me, we are stacking instead of expanding. Okay, so what does that do for our roadways? That allows multiple cars in the same area of property taken up, but we're just going up. So if they're going to allow traffic on the bottom as well, they're going to have these elevated traffic patterns up top. You are eliminating ultimately cross traffic. You're reducing crashes by doing that.
Oh, okay.
And so on this roadway alone right here in front of us, okay, if it's 3 lanes northbound on Universal Boulevard as we're headed north, if we wanted to add 3 more lanes on a base, what are we going to have to do? Take out the sidewalk, take the trees out, shut down this travel lane. But in theory, what they're doing, they're just going up. So they're adding layers of traffic. Now, I say all that because I'm trying to be optimistic with you guys. But this is going to take some time. I don't think it's going to take any issues, and I don't think we're going to have issues when it comes to our tourists or people visiting, because usually they're paying a little bit more attention to how do they get back and forth between the parks than what we are as the locals. This will be a little confusing for our locals. My biggest encouragement, I know it's crazy, but go experience a new traffic pattern when things happen. Schedule a time. Oh man, I know, for example, Sand Lake and I-4. You want to talk about a soup sandwich? That is an absolute mess. But if you go out there and you experience it, the new traffic pattern when you're not in a rush, when you have some time, what's to say that you don't learn something while you're driving through there, so that, oh wow, it's not that hard. But no, to answer it in a non-Trooper Steve way and a fast for Ezzy Castro way, I think it was going to help out tremendously. Just like I was a big fan of the the Diverging Diamond that Department of Transportation put in at Champions Gate. Love it. Same thing at Altamont. Everyone was complaining when the Altamont thing went in. It's helped out a lot. So things will always get worse before they get better, especially at the start of a huge construction project. When Haley showed me this last week, I was like, what the heck is this thing?
Yeah.
So I do think it's going to help out. I am just blown away that a theme park is going out of their way to put proper infrastructure in so that they're not messing everything else up. Because let's be real, Lockheed Martin is a huge company. They employ thousands of people located right here in the smack middle of it. You've got Icon Park, International Drive, Point Orlando, plus all the other small businesses. Disney's not too far, let's be real. SeaWorld is knocking on the door right here. Fun spot, right up the road. So for them to say, okay, we know we're going to put in another theme park, but we need to put the roads in too, especially with something that's going to look cool. I'm all about a fancy roadway. With the downtown Spaghetti Bowl, I'm obsessed with the 408 ramps because I feel like an F-18 fighter pilot out there. But yeah, I do think this is going to be pretty cool. But Haley, this is...
I know, right?
The fact that you get to take a deep dive into our theme park shows they are... Just because one project is starting does not mean they're not planning another one that no one knows anything about. What can you tell us? Any secrets down the works? Any rumors in the theme park world about here in Central Florida outside of Epic or involving Epic or anything that's has the people chirping out there?
I mean, not really so much with Universal. I mean, this is they're putting all their chips in. Did you get this right now? I mean, of course, Disney announced its D23 plans to overhaul Animal Kingdom and add more to Magic Kingdom.
Interesting.
So,
what else could they add to Magic Kingdom?
Yes.
We do have a theme park aficionado also in the vehicle, being Ezzy. She's there every day almost. My gosh.
Thanks to Haley too.
You guys kind of team up a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm so giddy about Epic because, I mean, you both are born Floridians.
Right.
So, I mean, you were here when, 25 years ago, Islands of Adventure opened, and then shortly before that, Animal Kingdom. But
I was here when there was the original King Kong ride.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
With this big, furry animatronic grabbing your train. Or the original Jaws.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So, I've been around. I've seen the evolution of the theme parks. Where are you from originally, Haley?
Indiana.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Midwest. But like any person come near to Florida to travel. Like my grandparents were snowbirds, so I came down and they always would hit up the theme park. So
nice.
Yeah.
So you're enjoying your new theme park role?
I am, very much so.
Good.
Plus, I get to do things like this.
Yeah, we all get jealous of her when she has an assignment and we can't go.
Well, hence today how Ezzy got this assignment.
Oh yeah. But that's the beauty of brainstorming.
Well, brainstorming and
teamwork.
You being able to tell it from a different perspective. So guys, if you're watching right now, what we just covered, you can go back and watch it. We were just we were not watching, we were patrolling, you were watching. Epic Universe, the extension, the new theme park for Universal Orlando happening right here in Central Florida, obviously, Universal Orlando. I don't know my theme park lingo as good as these two. But if you've been traveling along Sand Lake at all, Kirkman area, you have seen not just a little construction, you have seen mass construction. And all of it is solely because of Epic Universe. We are having the first ever elevated roundabout. And you're seeing that on your screen here. Sky 6 gave us great footage of this. And that is off of Universal Boulevard, just north of Destination, just south of Sand Lake, just west of John Young. If you don't know where that is based off of what I said, you need to ride share and not drive around, because that was really good directions. But this is all supposed to be finished, Haley says,
At the end.
what? End of next year or this year?
The Kirkman
Right here
Road
it is. Where's it at?
extension is supposed to be done by the end of this year.
Okay.
Which, a lot of projects.
So the extension's supposed to be done. Theme park opening
Yes, the chatter is it's going to be next summer.
next summer.
Universal-
Do you believe that?
I do. Because initially the word was it was going to be summer, but then Universal kind of scaled back, like, well, we don't want to give it too much away right now. But seeing how the the construction is, the vibe, living here, we know what the big time tourist periods are, what they want to do. So yes, I think it will be next summer.
Hey, if Haley's got hope, I've got hope, just because the three of us tend to be rather realist in our newsroom.
Yes.
We like to talk a lot of smack, but we keep it real with you guys. So I'm super stoked for this. I love a good theme park. I love a good roller coaster. It'd be really interesting to see what Halloween Horror Nights looks in the universe in the future.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, Steve, you're getting way ahead of
I gotta
yourself.
say, we're just covering everything.
Yeah. We still need to plan. I still have my one ticket, so we need to plan a Halloween Horror Nights as a group. That'd be fun.
Going Saturday.
so
You're going
good.
Saturday?
Yeah, weather permits.
Okay, if I'm back from wherever I'm going this week, then I will
Come
go
join
and I
us.
will join you guys. So Haley, ma'am, thank you for joining
thank
me.
you.
Ezzy,
we will
thanks
do
for
this again, I'm
yes.
sure.
Well, I think once they open up that road, that's going to be a really
Yes.
cool experience, just to go and hit and drive out there to see what it's like. Watch the buses go through. They're all electric buses, which is rather interesting. So I'm curious to know if they're going to have the charging on the roadways. But either way, first of its kind here in the state of Florida, a elevated roundabout happening over, and really only reason it's happening is because of Epic Universe with Universal Orlando. It's going to look awesome. It's going to hopefully fix traffic. But Haley, thanks. Ezzy, thanks. You guys have a safe day. Head to clickorlando.com/
Theme parks or newsletters.
theme parks to find out about the theme parks. But I need you to sign up for the In the Loop theme park, Scoop, and then you get Haley's newsletters for all the crazy things happening. So we appreciate you guys joining us. We're cruising in the express lanes. I'm not speeding, so y'all have
Watch at noon.
Watch at noon,
Yes.
as he says. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.